everyone. Okay, I'm sorry it's gonna be dark because I'm driving, and since we have that daylight savings time or springtime move, it's a lot darker when I go to work. But I have to go and grade this post because I'm exhausted now. I'll be more exhausted later. But I cannot pass this opportunity to share how I feel about this whole TikTok ban. Now, did any of you guys watch the question and answer that they had with the CEO of TikTok? Well, I have watched briefly. I stopped watching because I got irritated with our lawmakers. Shame on them. Okay, I did not understand the whole entirety of it because I did not watch it, so I can't speak for exactly everything that I had to question and answer, right? But what I watched briefly, I have to share my opinion. I have to give props to the CEO of TikTok because with all that questioning and with all that pressure, this man sat there, tried to answer all the questions that was thrown to him with professionalism. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. This man sat there and tried to answer in a respectful manner questions that our lawmakers had thrown. Now, let me flip it back. If you watch our lawmakers, they won't even let him finish. They won't even listen to the very question. They won't even listen to the answer to the very question they asked. Because why? Because they keep interrupting him. They keep interrupting him whenever he's trying to explain something. Now, let's put this back in a regular conversation within regular people like us. How are you supposed, that's just even with husband and wife, right? How are you supposed to understand the other person's point of view if you ask a question and you don't let them answer? You interrupt them every time. How? You don't. These are the lawmakers we put in office. Now, I don't know about you guys. When you're in that position, when you're in that office and you have eyes on you, there has to be a certain decorum, certain behavior that you put out, especially as a public servant. I mean, come on, y'all. I mean, you have to have some respect for the process, right? There has to be. I know that, and I'm nobody. But you're in office. Most of them have been there for years. Shouldn't you know that? Shouldn't you behave better than how you behaved during that? And you wonder why our citizen of our country is not 100% for you guys. That very behavior that you guys had put out there, it's really disappointing. You should behave better, especially when billions of eyes are on you. I mean, I don't know. You guys, if you haven't seen it, go watch. And tell me if I'm wrong. How the CEO of TikTok really, I mean, he held himself out there. And he was amazing. I don't know him. And this is not a ploy to go get my content out there. I really, honestly, I don't care. You guys see my content, it gets nothing to 100. Some will get high, but that's for promote. But no, this is my honest to God how I feel. Freedom, right? Freedom. Thank God for freedom of speech. And then, not to mention how you guys gave an ultimatum. Like, you guys are out there talk about freedom, right? You guys are talking about freedom and you stand for that because that's the fundamentals of our country. But yet, you are out there dictating to a company what they have to do or they'll ban them permanently. It's like us here being a democratic country tells us to dress a certain way, or they'll deport you, or you no longer be a U.S. citizen. I mean, don't tell me that's different. It's all the same. My question is, if our government is so worried about it, why don't we allocate our budget to improving our security? How's that for a notion? Shouldn't we improve ourselves? If you are so worried to a point where you'll have it on media that you're banning Huffing and Puffing, you're banning this company that pretty much all citizen of United States actually watches, not just our country but other countries as well. Shouldn't we improve ourselves? Shouldn't we find the money to go and improve our security, improve our technology, that we don't have to be threatened by other countries? We are a superpower country. Why don't we make ourselves better? I don't know. What do you guys think?